1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumaira Kamal. First, the headlines. Nation observes Defence and Martyrs Day today to pay tribute to martyrs and ghazis and reaffirm commitment to defend the motherland against all odds. Prime Minister says the entire nation is united to tackle the challenge posed by devastating floods across the country. The United States has pledged to support Pakistan to mitigate the sufferings of the people in wake of the floods in the country. Foreign Office says Pakistan, as a responsible member of the United Nations, believes in the principles of the UN Charter, including respect for political independence, sovereignty, and non-interference in internal affairs of states. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred 2 Kashmiri youth in Islamabad district today. In the Super 4 phase of the Asia Cup, India will take on Sri Lanka in Dubai today. And now the news in detail. The nation is observing Defence and Martyrs Day today to pay tribute to the martyrs and ghazis and reaffirm commitment to defend the motherland against all threats. It was on this day in 1965 that the Indian forces crossed international border in the darkness of night to attack Pakistan, but the nation foiled nefarious designs of the enemy. Special prayers were offered after Fajr in mosques this morning for progress and prosperity of the country and independence of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir from the cruel clutches of India. Radio Pakistan is broadcasting special programs today containing national songs, interviews of the family members of the martyrs and ghazis to pay homage to the defenders of the motherland. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif laid a wreath at the Martyrs Monument at Shakarpanya in Islamabad today to pay tribute to the heroes of 1965 war. The Prime Minister also offered Fatiha for the souls of martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the sovereignty of the homeland. Speaking to media persons on the occasion, Shehbaz Sharif said 57 years ago, the country's armed forces had thwarted the designs of an enemy 4 times bigger than it. He paid tribute to the martyrs, including Major Aziz Bhatti, Major Shabir Sharif, Squadron Leader Sarfaraz Rafiqi, Major Muhammad Ziauddin Uppal, and several others who put their lives on the line to defend the motherland against the Indian aggression. He termed the floods as an unprecedented catastrophe in the country's history and said the citizens and armed forces are united in coping with the problem. Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa says the 6th September symbolizes unwavering resolve of our armed forces backed by a great Pakistani nation to defend the motherland against all odds. In a statement on the occasion of Defence and Martyrs Day today, the Army Chief said, "We owe our freedom and peace to our martyrs who gave unprecedented sacrifices to keep the national flag high." He further said the nation salutes its heroes. On the occasion of Defence and Martyrs Day, special wreath-laying ceremonies were held across the country to pay homage to the martyrs for their ultimate sacrifices. Floral wreath was also laid at Yadgar-e-Shohada at GHQ Rawalpindi today, while wreath-laying ceremonies were also held at monuments of recipients of Nishan-e-Haider, the country's highest gallantry award, and other martyrs. According to ISPR, the day dawned with prayers in army units, naval establishments, and air force bases for the progress and prosperity of the country. Special dua was offered for Shohada who laid down their lives in defense of the country. The change of guard ceremony was held at Mazar of Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah this morning, during which a smartly turned out contingent Pakistan Air Force Academy assumed the ceremonial guard's duty. Air Officer Commanding of PAF Academy Asghar Khan, Air Vice Marshal Muhammad Qaisar Janjua was the chief guest on the occasion. He inspected the Guard of Honour and laid floral wreath on the mazar. This is Radio Pakistan. Prime Minister Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif says the entire nation is united to tackle challenge posed by devastating floods across the country. Chairing a meeting of the Federal Cabinet in Islamabad today, he said the people are once again laced with the spirit of 1965 war to bravely face this challenge. Referring to the devastation caused by floods, the Prime Minister said it has destroyed hundreds of thousands of houses and killed about 1,300 people, including hundreds of children. He further said the calamity calamity has damaged crops on the large scale besides sweeping away the livestock. Pakistan Air Force's fleet and helicopters are continuously making flights for transportation of relief goods and safe evacuation of trapped people from the flood-hit areas. According to a PAF spokesperson, Pakistan Air Force has distributed 70 tents, 16,189 packets of cooked food, 1,000 bottles of drinking water, and 2,331 packs of dry ration among the flood-affected people. The United States has pledged to support Pakistan to mitigate the sufferings of the people in the wake of the floods in the country. The offer was made during a meeting of the visiting congressional delegation of the United States with the Chief of Army Staff, General Qamar Javed Bajwa, in Rawalpindi today. They also pledged to play their role in enhancing cooperation with Pakistan at different levels. The delegation, comprising Sheila Jackson-Lee, Thomas Swazi, and Alexander Green, expressed grief over the devastation caused by ongoing floods in Pakistan and extended condolences to the families of the victims. They also discussed matters of mutual interests, regional security situation, and bilateral cooperation in various fields. The visiting dignitaries appreciated Pakistan's efforts for regional stability. Speaking on the occasion, the Army Chief thanked the United States for its support and reiterated that assistance from our global partners is vital in rescue and rehabilitation of the flood victims. Foreign Office says Pakistan, as a responsible member of the United Nations, believes in principles of the UN Charter, including respect for political independence, sovereignty, and non-interference in internal affairs of states. Responding to the queries of the media persons, Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar said Pakistan appreciates China's constructive engagement with the UN human rights system as well as the OIC General Secretariat, as evident by visits of the former High Commissioner for Human Rights and OIC delegation to China. He said Pakistan supports China's efforts for socio-economic development, harmony and peace and stability in Xinjiang. The spokesperson said China has succeeded in lifting over 700 million people out of poverty in the last 35 years, thus improving their living conditions and the enjoyment of fundamental human rights. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, Indian troops, in their fresh act of state terrorism, martyred 2 Kashmiri youth in Pushkari area of Islamabad district today. The youth were martyred during massive cordon and search operations carried out by the Indian troops in Kashmir Valley and parts of Jammu region. The United States has accused Russia of buying millions of artillery shells and rockets from North Korea for use on the battlefield in Ukraine. The New York Times has reported that the Russian military has also begun using Iranian-made drones. A U.S. official also said the purchases indicate that Russian military continues to suffer from severe supply shortages in Ukraine. Officials have said Western sanctions are limiting Russia's ability to replace vehicles and weapons destroyed in Ukraine. In the Super 4 phase of the Asia Cup cricket tournament, India will take on Sri Lanka in Dubai today. The match will start at 7 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and humid weather is likely to prevail in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain with wind and thunder shower is expected at a few districts of Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir. To end the news, here are the headlines once again. Nation observes Defence and Martyrs Day today to pay tribute to martyrs and ghazis and reaffirm commitment to defend the motherland against all odds. Prime Minister says the entire nation is united to tackle the challenge posed by devastating floods across the country. The United States has pledged to support Pakistan to mitigate the sufferings of people in the wake of floods in the country. In the Super 4 phase of Asia Cup, India will take on Sri Lanka in Dubai today. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News Official.